If you have a Pocket 3 like this one, you're going to want to have this accessory. So stick around. I'm going to explain what it is, how it works, what it does, and I hope you enjoy. So anyway, welcome back to Creator Reality. I'm John, and I own a Pocket 3. I did a video up here on the Creator Combo that I bought, and I really think the Creator Combo is like, I gotta have it because it's got the battery extension handle and all the other accessories. But there's one accessory that isn't included that I have added to this camera that just changes everything for me. And that is an ND filter. Now, if I swipe up here and I open the camera, you're gonna be able to see it's got the NEEWER adjustable or variable ND filter on it. And it's an absolute stellar bit of kit, as the Brits would say. But this thing, it just changes the game. And watch this. It's on there and it's not in the way. There is a tiny gap. You probably can't even see it. But I bought this kit about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and I've been using this ND filter for all of my videos that I've used the Pocket 3 for. It just lives here now. And I say bit of kit because it was a 3-pack. It came with a CPL filter and something else for me to play with. But what I found was that the Pocket 3 footage just out of the box was overexposed, and I had to set it to minus 0.7 EV comp, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. So I bought this NEEWER Variable ND, and my goodness, it makes a world of difference, and it's really easy to use. It's got a little dial on it. There you go. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, right? Look at that gimbal. Oh, I love the gimbal. Anyway, it's got a little dial on it, and it's so thin. It's so thin you can barely see it. Look at it. It's just sitting right there. But I don't know how they engineered this thing, because it's like 1.5 millimeters thick. Yet it's got a magnet in it. It's got the dial in it. It's got the ND filter in it, and there's 5 stops. So you can go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, depending on how bright it is. Now, what is an ND filter? In the simplest terms I can think of, it is sunglasses for your camera. So on a day like today, when the clouds are behaving and there's just a smidgen of cloud cover, I mean, you can see some clouds here, but they're not blocking the sun currently. I'm on 5, ND stop 5. I think that's what it's called, but I'm on a 5 on the dial. It's got it's got numbers on the dial. You probably can't see them. I'll show a close up, but it's got 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've dialed it into 5. Now, pointing at me, you see the sky looks really blue and the grass looks really green and my hat looks really orange. I've got a plethora of colors. And then back there's like a pinkish purple tree. Now, if I dial this down to 1, you can see that everything's blown out. We got to go fix that. I could get away with maybe a 3, but that's still too bright. And then 5. 5 is perfect. Now, I did set the shutter speed to 1/60, and I'm in manual mode. And then I also set the ISO to an auto ISO range of 50 to 800 or 50 to 400. You could do that. You just swipe right on the screen and go in and change the settings. It's pretty easy to do. Now it actually also came with a screen protector, which I put on because why not? It was there. But this thing just does a wonderful job. Here's a little bit of footage before I put the ND filter on, and you can see here just how overexposed everything is. And then I had to dial it down to minus 0.7 when it, that makes it look a lot better, but still not great. But this thing looks just phenomenal. I mean, this almost looks like an HDR setting, but it's not. It's normal color mode. And I just absolutely love it. I mean, check out this blue. This bike is very blue back here. There it is. And look, you can see that it's blue as all get out. This is a sparkly blue. They call it Blue Burst. It's a Harley Davidson Road Glide for my non-motorcycle friends out there. But then look, my skin is the right skin tone and it all just works really well. I think this is a wonderful thing. I have heard some complaints of color cast, which is where you get a green or a magenta hue to things. So hopefully this footage all looks, really good. And the stuff that I had on the Pocket 3 looks good. If you can tell a little bit of color cast, you can go into DaVinci Resolve or any other editing program, I guess, and you can dial in the white balance. I've done that a couple of times where for some reason it picked up the screen on that bike. Where is it? back there. Yeah, it picked up that bike, picked up the screen. Instead of white, it was like a tan color. So I just adjusted the white balance. But other than that, like the footage of me looks great. And as a bonus, I have an ND filter on the Canon right now. I'm in manual mode, 1/60 for my video, shutter speed, that is. And then I've got the ND filter and it's dialed up to just about max. If I minimize this, you can see just how blown out this gets. And yeah, we're at f4.0 EV comp and auto ISO. So I'm assuming it's bottomed out at 100. But then if I come through and I find my little dial, and you know what? I should show you this. I have another camera here I can use. It's going to point at me, and then I'm going to point it at the camera. And now you can see the ND filter on there. And through the power of video editing, I can do like a picture-in-picture and show you that I'm spinning this dial. You can see the little orange guy, and the footage on the Canon is changing. Now, if I tap on that, that's going to focus on it. Okay, cool. So now we can dial in a lot more. Yeah, that's about maxed out. Now you can get you can really screw it up by going too far. But this one, can I get back in focus? Yeah, okay, good. But this Pocket 3 ND filter, and if I point it at you, it has stops, so it doesn't let you go past 5 or past 1. So I think it's even better than the K&F Concepts ND filter that I bought for the Canon there. And you know what? I see something over here, way over there. So I'm gonna walk over. Now we've got a really pink tree over here, and I am, what am I, like 75 yards away from my camera and my bike there? But look at this tree. This tree looks really cool. It's really pink. And then they've got one over here that's pretty red. And of course they're backlit. And I'm walking around somebody's front yard. I don't actually know anybody here. This is not my neighborhood. This is a much nicer neighborhood than where I live. Fancier anyway. But look behind me, there's the pink tree lit up. And there's a guy walking his dog. But there's the pink tree. Oh, look at that, very pretty, right? This really shows you the color contrast. Here's a very dark red tree. Yep, and I'm gonna exit these people's front yard. Post haste, must get out of their yard before they call the police. And thank you very much to the people whose front yard that I just used to film at. Yay for me. So before we wrap this up, a little bit more about ND filters. It's neutral density, and what that does is you basically get a slower shutter speed for given conditions. So in a bright sunny setting like this, I can get that ISO all the way down and get great color without it being overexposed in manual mode. And you can do aperture priority mode and all that other stuff. It has made a huge difference to the Pocket 3 footage, and I absolutely love it. I'm still on the fence with the Canon because it's got such a versatile range of color and everything else that I don't know that it really needs one. But that's all I got for you today. I will leave links down below in the description for the ND filters that I'm using today. If you want to buy them, they're affiliate links and they help the channel. So thanks in advance. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Go check out one of my other videos and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.